Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is a format in which alumni of Information Developer Foundation they share their experience, their journey, and about technical writing, how they get into technical writing, and what are the major challenges. And they also inspire the new technical writers how to pursue this journey of technical writing. So today with me is Rahul. Rahul is from Hyderabad, and I will like to know, just before I can introduce him, I will like him to tell about his journey as a technical writing and where he's working, how he has started. So all everything I want to know from you, Rahul. So Rahul Bellamkonda, welcome in the show, Hall of Fame. Sorry if I pronounce your surname a bit wrongly. Uh, so Rahul, so I want to know how technical writing happens to you. So most of the technical writers I know are accidental technical writers. So how you come to know
Mhm.
about technical writing and why?
Okay. Hello, sir. It's good to talk to you after quite a while. And yeah, good evening to everybody. Uh, Part of all the folks are part of InfoDev. And so, tech, my IT career, I had started as a system admin. I was a Linux certified engineer, and that's when I started. And after about 4 or 5 years of working as an admin, as a Linux engineer, then I quit. I for some reason I the kind of most of the roles were the data center kind of roles and shifts, and so I decided to pursue some other things outside IT. And I quit IT and I went into I tried going into some business with my family, and this then yeah, things didn't work out as I had planned, and then some personal professional issues, and then finally then I thought, at that time I was considering, what is my next best option. So all my friends, most of the people from colleagues, so everybody is into IT, and I thought, okay, so before it's too late to get back to IT. And so I first came across the technical writing as a profile when during my earlier job as an admin. When that's where we when I I saw the profile of technical writers as certain. So so I kind of I just I that is when I heard it for the first time, and I got to know this such a profile exists. And it was a small company, so we would interact, and so I I tried to talk to them. What
Mhm.
is this job about, and what do you do? And immediately when you hear writing and something like technical writing, you assume you have to have a great command of the language, a great vocabulary, big words, and other things. But back then itself, what I was told was it's not like that. It's just try to make things simple, as just put it in simple words, rather avoid using big words.
Yeah.
So and then yes, your grammar and your sentence formation and other things, they have to be, because when you're writing when you're documenting for big companies, they expect the language to be at a certain level. And yeah, so keep things and most important thing was, first priority is that you understand the technology, and your whatever you're writing technically, you need to be accurate. That is the most important. And yeah, as well as your grammar and the sentence formation, other things. So so yeah so the so again, coming back to when I decided to go back to IT. So I had never been a programmer, and I didn't want to go back to my admin position. So I was considering my option, and for some reason technical writing, it just kept popping up. Maybe this, because I was, it kind of stuck in my mind. Yeah, no, this could be a good profile because, like I said, during the initial days, because it was a startup company, most of the work, new installations that we were doing, I was, asked to document those because mostly, for future use, and if later on people who want who would try to use that tool, and like we may not always be with the company, so that's when I got, so there's a little like, uh, so part of the my earlier job, I did few documents as well, certain installation procedures and other things for certain tools, and so I thought, yeah, this is up. So apart from my as job as a Linux admin, so this is the only other thing I have done. So, and instantly, and it's just, I mean, like you said, a lot of people are accidental technical writers, and so I thought, okay, let's find out. And I started connecting with my batchmates from college and other things, and I just mentioned to them, and one of my friends, and he said it's a good opportunity, and he actually, since his initial training days, he knew somebody who had trained with him, who started as a Java developer and then went to technical writing. He said,
Oh,
"I'll give you her number," and I'm bringing out Ashima, I think.
okay.
So,
Ashima Narang, you're talking?
so pardon me.
You're talking about Ashima Narang?
Uh, she was your student.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I got. Yeah, yeah. This is the correct. Yeah, Ashima Narang.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, so he gave me her number, and he even mentioned that she, somebody in Delhi who she got trained from this person, and she's the best person. Uh, so, like I said, it was all by chance. And of all people, I called him, and he immediately knew somebody. And then she gave me your number. Then I got in touch with you, and then I joined in for it. And yeah, so when I joined it, it's like, ra- yes, today we have Google, and there's so much documentation information uh, on the internet, and but the thing is, it's with InfoDev, you had already created all whatever is required for somebody to begin, to start, and what so where to start with, how, so you had all information at one place, and what to begin with, and so that made it a lot easier. So uh, so we used to have classes every weekend, and we used to discuss new topics, tools, and just so. But yeah, so once I joined, then realized that, so there are certain rules to technical writing. It's not so yeah, regarding your tone, your styles of writing, and yeah, but there are, of course, there are certain universally accepted styles, and yeah, again, each company, it might vary. The basic foundation would be the same, but yeah, so they might, just as per the company needs, they might change it in certain way. But it's but yeah, mostly it's not like you have to suddenly learn something new. It's just a little few changes here and there. And then yeah, then I started working on some projects with you, with get some experience, and then, luckily I got my first break. uh, a company called SMOF Technologies. I started working with them, and then after a few years, then another company called Tejoma Technologies, where it's a recruiting company, and the CEO of the company is Uday. He's a writer himself.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, I said it was just luck that during the course of the interview happened, he like we happen to know each other through common people.
Hmm.
So yeah, so then so he then it was then he used to take up writing projects, and there were a couple of writers with him, senior writers. And then there again, there I got to that was where I think my I got exposure to a number of various domains, right? Something like banking domain, healthcare, and just uh, speaking to clients, understand starting like from the scratch, starting a project, what are the requirements, and then but most of the project were related to software uh, applications for their products. It was UI, user interface guides. And after working there, then finally I got an opportunity to work with a company called Lantronix, which I'm still with them. I've been working close to 3 years. And yeah, this it's an IoT. It deals with IoT devices. They would develop and manufacture. And yeah, this and the reason I think my resume was considered because of my previous knowledge as an admin, my the system and network knowledge. It was considered, and I went through an interview. They liked me, and yeah, just and yeah. Again, I never expected to come into the IIT domain, but now I'm enjoying the technical aspects and all. It takes me back to my. So I was an electronics engineer, and my master's was in electrical engineering. So a lot of concepts that I had learned way back. I'm getting to relearn those things, and the the cellular data, the network, satellite data. These so it's you learn something new, and it's yeah, it's so I've been enjoying my time here at Lantronix. And you know, time to time get to work on new devices as a result. So mostly in tools uh, like Word and FrameMaker and Publisher. And then recently, I just got working on some of our SaaS tools where we have to document online help. So using Git and MK Docs, and so it's like gradually as I progress, I've been lucky enough to be introduced to new uh, yeah, that's, products and new documentation methods, and there is still more to learn here. So it's still so it's exciting, and yeah, and it's apart from these, it's a great place. I made good friends, and so yeah, so my, again, I'll say lucky to have gotten this opportunity, and yeah, keep learning, and um, that's
Yeah, and
about it.
also what I understand till now, uh, I am summarizing what I have learned from you till now. See, you very smartly transfer your previous knowledge of system domain or your electronics background to your current job, right? Electronics, right?
Mhm,
So you transfer your
mhm,
knowledge, right? And most of the people is not able to do this and they fail here. So that you have done very smartly, right? And you take a very smart decision to get into IT industry, although you don't like programming, right? So you choose a very good path of technical
so
writing.
I'll just interrupt. It's not that I didn't like. I never had the opportunity to
Opportunity, right?
uh,
So yeah, so you
become a
understand
programmer.
your limitation
So
there. So you understand your
yeah.
limitation
So
there.
and
And sorry.
yeah, it had already become a little late in my career, and so to start programming at this stage and to become good. So yeah, it's yeah,
Yeah. So you
that's
understand like you cannot do programming, so you come into technical writing and you join IT industry and you transfer your knowledge, and you take
yeah.
advantage of your network, right? To find a good mentor, like you somebody advise you, and through Ashima, you come to me, right?
Mhm,
Again, you take advantage of your network and you get into good company where you learn nitty-gritty of live documentation, right? So networking is
mhm,
also very important, right? good mentor is
Yeah.
also, so you have done it, all this thing you have done very smartly, using your network, right?
Yes.
So many people fail here,
Mhm.
although they have this thing, but they don't try to take a leverage of this thing, right? And, and luckily you also
Mhm.
have good friends. That means you are keeping good friends. That means you are a good human, right? So you are keeping your old friend, right? And you are keeping your old mentor also, right? So you are still in touch. We talk, right, on certain intervals. Normally we talk. So this is a
Yeah.
good thing, Rahul. So what the major challenge you face during this all transition? So what is the major challenge? Like one thing which I can think of,
May
like confidence of like, will I able to do it or not? And how you overcome your resistance.
the major challenge was firstly, when I decided to come back, it was like, I had to make up my mind that, I'm going to firstly to take a break from IT. That itself is a, it's a bad choice unless you have some very great opportunity and you're not good. So you take a break from IT, you come back and you try a new technology. So it's like, it's like you're starting fresh. And it's like, so my peers, my friends, everybody, they finished like 10 years in the industry and they're in big positions and this, and now I'm trying to start over. But so that was the first step, that whatever little those ego issues and this other, so that, so you need to kill those issues. And because you have to start somewhere, because you have a, by then I had explored a few options and I thought it's not possible in this. Yeah, so okay, I'll have to work with, probably people 5-10 years younger to me at the same position. But yeah, going forward, but uh, over a period of time, yes, my there like it happened, my older experience, it came into use. So sometime it'll work. And yeah, everybody doesn't have a straightforward path. You face some challenges, but yeah, you have to take. So that first step was challenging. And like I said, and once I took that step, I got lucky. So I honestly, I of all people, I talked to the right people and they directed me to the right people. And so yeah, so it's just I would say, once you decide to take that step, you commit yourself fully. Again, there's no half measures that, maybe not. It takes time. There, yes, I was a little frustrated. But because the first position is always for anybody, even you're making a comeback into the industry, or you you are just starting. That first job is always very important, difficult and important. So yeah, so keep trying, keep networking, and then you will get through automatically. And it's, so don't be too picky when, that is one
First
thing
job.
when,
Yep.
uh, for your first job,
Yep.
because just to just get into the industry, get experience, and then you'll once, so you've been out of this industry for so long, but once you get in and you start working, you get into that rhythm, you make friends, you know your colleagues, and they have their own network.
That's true.
So so they, you can always
Leverage
ask
their
them,
network.
in your previous, yeah, your previous company, who was doing this job. and and a lot of times, technical writing has, picked up in the last 5 to 7 years, and it's picking up. But still today, I mean, even people who are working in the IT industry, when I say technical writing, they're little, okay, exactly what is it that you do? They mistake it for content writing.
Content writing. Yes.
So I said,
Very true.
so I just, I try to explain content. It's, you can do both, but content writing again, it's,
Different format.
with technical writing, different format. Again, content writing, you can experiment, you can use your big words, you can you have the freedom to. But technical writing is, it's it's
More to the
that
point.
pro- product, and that it's you're more concerned about your product and
Yeah,
how easily you're able to make people understand your product and sell your product. That's not sell, understand your product. Yeah, selling again. That's yeah, different.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that is the real challenge. Like you
yeah.
very is it was not easy for you to work with the people who is not of your age, right, with a younger generation, and you have done it right, and you nailed it, right,
So
and you,
I thought it is more. I think I thought it would be difficult
more
once I
it
go
was in
in,
your
and once
brain.
it was in my brain. But yes, of course you come
Right.
across different individuals, but on the
Yes.
whole, it's people accept you what it is. I
Very
mean,
yes.
yeah, like some like I said,
Now,
everybody has their own path, and then so again, I would think I'm glad that I didn't give too much thought and I gave in. So
yeah,
now, like, I've made great friends. What after coming back, wherever I've worked, I've have friends. And technical writing. It's still, now it's growing, but it's still a small, close knit kind of a group where we
know
reach
each
out to
other.
each other to when we have some challenges, when just
Yeah.
to uh, it's sometimes you're stuck. Yeah, so you suddenly are using a new tool, so you just try to take some guidance. So yeah, it's all being being part of this group, and just connecting with people you worked with in the earlier companies. So yeah, I'm happy, lucky that I've chosen this path, and yeah, no, I'm yeah, I'm enjoying the job.
Yeah, so when we look back, then we are really proud of what we have done. But when we are doing that, that time it is really all brain going in the
It's,
brain, like how it will work
it's
out. I will be able to do it or not, right? So many people lose the battle in their mind, right? So they even don't take their first step, right? And you have taken a
Mhm.
multiple
Yeah,
steps, and that's why you got a dream, right? Many people sit on the fence and they think a lot,
yeah,
just like, and you cannot learn swimming it's like sitting outside, right? So you'll have to get into it, and get into it, and uh, we are seeing the result, right? I still remember when you came to me, and you was a bit reluctant, and right. So how things work out, I'm really glad and happy for you what you have achieved, right? So
thank you.
right, I'm sure you will be asset wherever you will go. So now you become a technical writer. So on the job,
Mhm.
what is the, because one of the fear of my many students are that even I get a job, will I able to do the task or not, right? Because they always have a fear that they are not a technical writer, they are from different field, like they can be a content writer, they can be a some other, like they can be a system admin like you. So they always have a fear, so even if I get a job, so will I able to do
Mhm.
it or not, right? Will I be able to do justice with my role as a technical or not? So what message you want to give to those kind of people who are
So
sitting on the
okay,
fence?
that happened with me also. So I'll be honest. So you go through that phase. So yes, your first job, first couple of years, you get that doubt repeatedly. But going forward, it kind of slows down. See, once you get a job, you have that fear, but then it's like you are here and you have this task. So the only you have to get it done. So there are so it's even today when something new comes up, it's and for me, I always like, because of my earlier failures, it happens a little more to me. Just whenever it's like there's some we are going to do something new, immediately it's a kind of thing. But it's like no, you have to face it. So it's done, and so that it's there's no other choice. You have to face it, and you have to go ahead, and it's like it's easy for me to say, but I think I have been through the same
Journey. So
situations, and
everybody have to
I
go
still
through that journey. Yeah.
go
So
through this,
if
and
so, my statement is that
yeah,
every CEO is a first-time CEO, right? So
yes,
every
yes.
CEO is a first-time CEO, right? Although you have a
Mhm.
2 years, but first time he will become a CEO, right? So he will have the same
Yeah.
challenges, but he will have to
Mhm.
take, he will have to go ahead and grab that challenge, right?
Yeah.
So same thing, same thing here, right? So we
Mhm.
cannot hold ourselves back because I don't know what will happen, right? When I will join new career path, what will happen? So we will have to give it a try. We should do, and ultimately we have to write, right? And we have our alumni network, so things will work out. You have to figure it out. Nowadays, AI is there. Nowadays, Google is there. You can take a help and you can solve your problem. And you are not the first who is solving this problem. Multiple people have solved
Yeah.
this problem before you, right? So this is a fear which I feel that is there in multiple cases I have seen, but that is not a correct fear. So Rahul, what do you enjoy most as a technical writer?
I enjoy most. It's well, I mean this. It's just putting. I think gathering information and putting it in a way that people can easily understand, and then you and in the process you every time I work on certain application or product, you have to learn in order for you to be able to present it well. You have to have a good understanding of it, and so
So learning product is exciting you,
so you're learning different products, you're learning different you okay, you are
features.
not becoming an expert on those products and those things, and you don't need to become an expert.
Mhm.
So but you there are a lot of things which I never thought would I would indulge. I mean, I would try those technologies or something, but then because of the job demands, then you have I I just go and look up on the internet what this technology does exactly, and and yeah, it feels you're learning new technologies, and you are finding a way to present it, and then yeah, and once your document is reviewed and it is approved and it gets public, so it's like you get the satisfaction that yes, so I learned it and I presented it in a way that other people can understand. So yeah, that's the whole part of the job.
Yeah. So when it get published, when it is hand of the customer, really you feel very accomplished, right? Yeah, still remember
Yes.
the first time this happened to me. It's give me a goosebump, right? And so
Yeah.
perfect, Rahul. So let's go out of technical writing. So apart of
Mhm.
technical writing, what do you enjoy most?
By the last few years, I've been I've been working out regularly. I've been giving proper attention to my health. So that's one thing I had developed diet, and so I try to be fit. So I regularly work out, and I try to play a few sports, and uh, yeah, since childhood I've been involved in a lot of sports, and it's only towards the later age 20s 30s that I didn't get a chance to play a lot. So now, luckily, my job demands and I mean they give me the time to that at this place I have that proper work life balance.
Hmm.
That's another thing that I like it here. And then yeah, it's me and meet up with friends once in a while, catch up with old friends, and yeah, pretty much and family get-togethers. Keep
Great.
yeah, and one thing as as a person, after what I've learned as a technique is having conversations. So earlier on in my one of my very interviews, the feedback I got that you're not engaging enough and you're not, you're just answering the point. So I thought, okay, this if I need to be successful, I need to,
Break your
I
introvert image.
earlier, yeah, I was in kind of an introvert. When I would join a new place, I would
Hmm.
wait. It's not about being kind of arrogant or something. It's just you're shy and you wait for the
I
other
know.
person to
I'm your mentor.
say.
I know
So,
you. Like he
so,
was. Yeah.
so it's changed now. Uh, since when I first joined and I would just run across somebody in the hall, I would say hi. Then I would, and because because I knew, because I will have to interact this with all these people at some point of time.
Yes.
So yeah, that has so as a part of this this profession, requirement of this profession, I've changed. I have uh, been more, at least better than before. I've been more engaging with people, having conversations. So
Okay. So last question: what message you want to give to aspiring technical writers who are not BTech and who don't have any programming experience and who want to become a technical writer, who want to get into IT industry? So what they should do, like how they can come and they can become technical writer.
uh, first, I think so if so generally, now when you look at job requirements, I think the first prefer they mention you need to be, for some reason, I think I see a BTech or a B requirement, and then or a graduate in English, uh, a language degree. But apart from that, um, it's just see, communication is something I think you develop through the course of your life, through your school, your other things. But yeah, but you can make more efforts. So, this, I mean, it's a first thing you need is a mentor, I think. So you have to, so you have to approach somebody, and then it's uh, let's say improve your language skills, and I think, and you you have material for, just like for all the tools that we use, just even for language, you need to develop your communication to a certain level. And then like I said, it's initially when we imagine, when we talk about technical writing, we think, you need to be a great at the language, and it's just your basic grammatical skills, and so you need to spend some time on the language, and then that's it. And as far as the tools, so when we all start, I think basically the first tool we could pick up is Word. So that's so mostly, so all you go to a new company, they're using a new tool, or you join another company, so it's like basically you're learning on the job. But these basics of writing, these are the things that you need to be more concerned about. So yeah, you so
So
at least you,
what I can sum up is find a mentor, communication, and learn basic tools.
yes. And every now requirement, it talks about multiple tools, multiple disciplines of writing. But at the end of the day, I think whoever I mean whoever is interviewing, I mean, they realize that you see, it's some places you're using FrameMaker, and for the same